We're back with Daniel and Tiffany, and we're here with Stunning Stays. And we're excited to talk to you today about the short-term, midterm rental industry. We've been in the industry for well over a decade, and we're excited to discuss all the opportunities we have. But I think one of the most important things that we talk about is how we don't just take on any owner. Like when we have a call or we have someone with an inquiry, we're interviewing them as much as they're interviewing us. And it's because we don't just take on any property. When you're in the short-term / midterm rental area of business, it's important that you pick certain properties. You don't want something that's going to create bad reviews. And so you were just saying you have an interview with someone today. I thought it was interesting how you said it's an interview, because that's what it is. It's an interview to see, is this going to be a win-win? Is this someone that I want on my team, because that's what we are, and are we someone that they want on their team?
Well, you got to make sure that you're aligned with where you want to go with the property. And if the property is not up to par, if it's not up to standard, or if there's any doubts or reasons why that property won't perform, it may not be the best fit. Okay, so once we've figured out that we're a good fit and we're both on the same page, we're going to do what it takes to make it a successful property, and the owner's on board too. If there's certain adjustments or there's certain furniture or certain things that need to be swapped out to make it more effective and make it perform well, as long as those things are worked out, we'd love to work with those accommodating clients, right? And I think it's important to focus on what's an effective approach. And I think it's a more effective approach when you have a furnished rental, okay? It's an effective approach to have a model of having it be a short-term and a midterm. And a hybrid approach is one of the most effective ways where you can perform at the property level. So you can say, hey, for far out bookings, okay, if it's out in the future several months, then we can, we'll accept a 30-day minimum. And if it's within, last minute bookings and it's still available, it's not occupied with a midterm, renter, then you put it on the market for short term to have it be, performing as a short-term vacation rental property. And I think the most successful operators out there are doing a hybrid approach.
I love the hybrid approach, because what you're doing is you're trying to bring in longer term residents. But what you said is if someone hasn't booked it, then we open up the calendar to the shorter term. But one approach that I think that no one should do is the nightly. The nightly approach is a higher liability, meaning who are you getting on a nightly? You're getting someone, more of transient people, more of the people that want parties, more of the people that just come in and out. So they're not thinking of this place as a nice, hey, this is more of a home. They're thinking of, this is my transit to my next location. So we don't do nightlies because you do have a higher probability of something going wrong. We do open up the calendar to a 3-night if it gets to a certain point, but we really focus on the 30, then opening up. And our hybrid approach has been very successful for many of our owners, because what we do is we get people that have been displaced insured a lot of times or are changing jobs, and they come in and they stay in our homes. But one thing that you said that's very important is an owner that comes in to our team, it's very important that they're open to the idea and understand that there's some things that we're probably going to ask them to change, like probably paint a wall, probably change out a couch. Because when you put nice things into a home, that person that's going on Airbnb, your website, or VRBO, or wherever they're finding it, they're seeing the pictures. And the pictures have to state that this is a high-end place. So when choosing a property management company, it's very important that you understand the approach they take, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that their approach is going to make you money and make you successful in the business you decided to be in. And that's why the partnership is so important.